Christmas trees are grown.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the 2022 Christmas Cheertacular. I got it right this time. Previously, a couple years ago, maybe even longer than that, I reviewed the original Home Alone Christmas classic, one of my all-time favorite Christmas movies. And not just a good Christmas movie, it's a good movie in general.
It's true. Home
You know
Alone's
what's,
just a
you know
great
what,
movie.
you know what's better? Home Alone 2 Lost in New York.
Those are big words, man. I mean,
And I'll explain why I think it's better. So we're actually going to be reviewing Home Alone 2 right now. Pat, how you doing?
I'm good. I've been sick, and one of those days I was sick. One of the first days I was just like laying on the
You
couch.
watched all 6 Home Alone movies.
No, Freeform or whatever happens to 25 Days of Christmas on TV, and Home Alone 1 and 2 were playing back to back, so I watched them both.
You know, I think it's funny that they realize that people only love the first two, so they only play the first two.
Yeah, it was. I mean, each one on TV is like 3 hours long,
Yeah,
but it was still enjoyable. And I was sick, so I was just sitting there, and
yeah.
man, I forgot how funny these movies are,
Dude,
man.
the second
first
one
one is so
especially.
good.
Okay, so I know that you're the guest. I usually let you talk first. The reason I prefer the second one over the first one. Yes, I understand it's exactly the same movie. I get that. Like, it's Kevin McAllister creating booby traps against Harry and Marv again. I get it. But I just find this one to be more fun than the first one. Like, the scale's bigger because he's not just confined to his house. He's
Yeah.
confined to New York City. Like, he's alone in New York City. Like, the whole like narrative structure I get is the same. It's essentially shot for shot remake.
I would go that far, but they're definitely similar.
Yeah, it's like The Hangover 2 essentially.
Sure.
But like he's got New York at his disposal. He had the traps in this one are way better. There's way more of them. Every time it came to choosing as a kid between Home Alone and Home Alone 2, I always chose Home Alone 2 and plus 2. This one has Tim Curry in it.
Yeah, he's great.
That's the thing. What kind of idiots do you have working here? The finest in New York, sir.
Like the first two Home Alones for me, I could flip flop every day. Like they're both so good.
Yeah,
The second one, I do agree. I think I watched more as a kid,
yeah,
because I think the traps are better. I think they are funnier.
yeah.
I literally still to this day, even the other day when I was deathly sick on the couch, I'm dying laughing at some of the traps that happen in this
Dude,
movie.
especially the one where like Marv's like he's like, oh, and, oh! And then he turns into a skeleton. I'm like, he'd be fucking dead.
I love that one, and I love when he just keeps getting nailed with the bricks. Harry, Harry.
Yeah, we.
And then
I feel like
the
that's
the real thing that kills me every time I see it, is when they're getting swarmed by the pigeons, and they're just covered, and then Marv just lets out this blood curdling scream, and it kills me every single time. I got the hiccups just thinking about it. Oh my god.
Yeah, no. Well, yeah, because they're just like getting covered by pigeons, and he's just like, they're like, he's just like,
It's so good. I
yeah,
mean, Harry and Marv are still
dude, yeah,
hilarious.
they're the best dumb burglars ever. Still, you smell that? You smell that, Harry? No, no, no. Daniel Stern's Marv, right?
What?
Daniel Stern's Marv, right?
Yes, did I call him Harry earlier?
No, I think I just called him Harry.
Oh.
Yeah. It's like, you smell that, Marv? Yeah. Fish. No, it's freedom. No, it's fish.
I still love even, like, the little moments, like, when Kevin gets away from them by, like, touching the woman's
Oh
butt,
yeah.
and then
Fishy
she turns around, he's just like, "Hello."
food.
Also, I laugh so hard when after they've gotten their asses handed to you gave me the hiccups, and, they're, like, have gone through hell. They've been electrocuted. They've been, like, falling from great heights. They've been even after all that, it's like, have you guys had enough?" And then Marv just goes, "Never!"
Yeah, he does like the superhero pose.
That kills me. Then also, man, why does this rope smell like kerosene?
Well, dude, the funniest part is what like they do the two stupidest things when they're on the rope in both movies. The first one, he's got the scissors, and it's like, hey guys, check this out, and they're like, go back, go back. It's like that's not gonna work. He's just gonna cut the rope, and then when they smell the kerosene, he says, nice night for a neck injury. See you later, folks. And he just lights the rope on fire, like, go up, go up. I'm like, that's not gonna work. Like, but that's the whole point, you know?
Oh,
Like,
man.
because it's just showcasing how dumb they are. Another scene I love too is when they're like plotting like what they're gonna like steal. When they're on the ice rink, Marv just keeps taking all like people's like
Yeah.
clothes off.
No, it's got a lot of funny parts. Even excuse me, good God.
No problem.
Um, even as a just all the hotel stuff is
Oh yeah,
hilarious.
the hotel stuff's hilarious.
Tim Curry's a genius. We all know this, and this
Yeah,
was Tim Curry in like his prime.
yeah,
Um, and I love the scene. And again, they took something that was very famously in the first one with that videotape,
yeah.
and they
It
just
made it
improved it.
better.
Yeah, like them in the hallway, and just get on your knees and tell me you love me. I love you. Like
No,
it's
the
so
best is
good.
when Tim Curry's crawling through. Oh yeah, I'll say it when you come back. Yeah, no, the best is when like after like all that's said and done, like you see like like Tim Curry and the concierge like crawling on the floor, and he's like, "Everybody get back in your rooms! There's a madman with a gun!"
It's so good.
Yeah, dude, we're not even gonna review the movie. We're just gonna quote the movie the whole time. I mean, I get the criticism where it's like it's essentially the same movie because it is like the same narrative structure. Like you have the McAllister family gathered in the McAllister house. They're going on a trip again. Um, Kevin like does something to piss off the family, like he did in the first one, and then he gets left behind, or in this case, he takes the wrong flight. And then he has to fight Harry and Marv. He sets up all these booby traps. You have this. You have the thing with angels with filthy souls, but in this one, it's angels with filthier souls. The bird lady is essentially the guy with old man Marley. You know, so I get the criticisms, but like growing up as a kid, just knowing that New York City was Kevin McAllister's playground in this movie made it better for me than the first one. Because the first one, like I get it, like it's more contained, it's smaller scale, but I would even like watching it as an adult, I'm like I feel like there's not enough booby traps in that movie because I'm so used to watching the second one, and the second one just go like above and beyond, like crank the booby traps up to 11
Yeah,
type of thing.
the first one definitely had less, and
Yeah.
you can feel it. Like I feel like it goes by way quicker because it
I
is
think
quicker.
I think my problem with some of the booby traps though in this one is some of them are the same from the first one. Like Harry getting the blowtorch to the head, you know.
What I like about it though is now Harry and Marv, they think they know better.
Right.
They think they're prepared for. In some cases, they do not fall for the same trick, but
Wow.
then another thing comes.
Yeah. Well, like with the paint cans, like they do the same thing, but they change it up a little bit to make it still feel fresh. You know, like that's wow, right in the schnoz. That's two. What is that? Like a cannon?
Yeah, it looked like an old like cannon or something.
Yeah. So that's three. And then on TV, they always cut out the part where it comes flying down the stairs and it knocks them into the giant hole. And it's like, that's 4. They always cut that part out on TV. I don't know why.
I like when the tool drawer gets dropped down the stairs at them.
Yeah, and their noses are like all like messed up. There's the sound of 1,000 tools rubbing up against our noses. Or dude, when Marv tries no, yeah, Marv. See, I'm getting them mixed up. I don't know why. When Marv tries to get into the house and he's like getting like shot with the staples. He's like one in the nose, one in the balls. Oh,
Yeah, it's
yeah,
good stuff. The second
yeah,
one's a lot of fun, and it is very similar in some ways, but I think they do enough different where
yeah.
it's
I think
enough
I
to
think I
warrant.
think bringing in something like a hotel concierge to just add that more flavor to the movie because it's not just Tim Curry. You have Rob Schneider there too. Exactly. Yeah. But yeah, like Tim Curry in his prime, man. I mean, personal cheese pizza. It's this.
Stolen credit cards.
Yeah. Your stolen credit card. Come back here. Yeah, it's just Tim Curry in his prime. Like when I picture Tim Curry, I picture him in this movie, and then him shooting the machine gun in like that like water tank in the shadow.
I picture Muppet Treasure Island.
Yeah, exactly. That's who. Those like these 3 movies. Yeah, it's Tim Curry. Like whatever happened to Tim Curry? Where is he? Come
He
on.
had a lot of health issues. I think he had a stroke at one point. Yeah.
Yeah, but I knew it was you. I could smell you getting off the elevator. It's like you were smooching with my brother. It was you, Larry, Mo, old Gimpy Joe with the with the gimpy leg, Sonny, Yella, Cliff. There's that one cop that's named Cliff. And also, I think what this movie also does too, like it has that same message as the first one, but it also adds that extra element to it where Kevin befriends the toy store guy, Mr. Duncan, and the turtle doves have a lot of meaning. And I think it showed a lot of character and a lot of emotion after Kevin breaks the window and then Mr. Duncan reads the note at the end. He's like, turtle doves, like, oh, like I was like, oh, touches that is ugh, touches my heart right there. Like because he knew he was probably pissed Kevin broke his window, but then once he realized it's like, okay, you were trying to catch criminals. Okay, no problem.
It's a good sequel all around.
Yeah, it is.
And
Never,
it still has that magic of the first one that the rest of the sequels just do not have.
right. And I think if the third one had starred a teenage Macaulay Culkin, I think it would have too.
Yeah, probably. If it was still Chris Columbus,
Yeah.
because he knows how to capture that like Christmas childhood magic.
Yeah, I mean he got some Christmas magic in the first 2 Harry Potters too.
Yep.
So, yeah. I've also loved like after they get like arrested by the cops at the end, where once again Marv is just like running his mouth. He's like, "Yeah, we also robbed the toy store." Shut up, Marv. We're no longer the wet bandits. We're the sticky bandits. Shut up, Marv. Yeah, these 2 movies were honestly like a nice change of pace for Joe Pesci. I think
Yeah,
so.
yeah. I think he had a lot of fun with it.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I am fully aware that the first one is the better movie, but I am also fully aware that I think this one is way more fun.
Yeah, I could agree with that.
Yeah,
I could agree.
because of the traps, because of the hotel concierge scenes, because what they do from the first one is brought back, but they add extra spices to it. I think that just makes it more fun,
Yeah.
Yeah. And just wondering whether or not Harry and Marv should be clinically dead after half of this shit.
They should.
Like that, I think that makes it more fun to watch too. Because every year I'm just like, they should be fucking dead.
Yep.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's our review of Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. Oh, should have been a good stopping point for this franchise, huh?
Yep. Probably.
Yeah. So, yeah, Pat, where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitter at this Pat guy and on YouTube at Agamotto.
All right. You can find me at my official website, alexmaddenmovies.mystrikingly.com. All my social media links are there. You guys are the best. Thank you for watching. Continue to watch the Christmas Cheertacular. I almost said Halloween Spooktacular again. You guys are the best. We'll see you soon. Have a good one. Shut up, Marv!
Do you know how Christmas trees are grown? They need sunshine. Sunshine can't grow Christmas trees alone. They need raindrops. Raindrops can't grow Christmas trees. Here's the reason why.